You're listening to Rico and the Man.
I'm calling it that!
With Rob Traegler and Peter Martino.
Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright, okay, alright. It's about damn time.
I love Lizzo. I loved when she hosted SNL. I love the 2 songs she did.
I don't follow her enough to appreciate her. Maybe I should. So you're saying that I should?
I'm just going to respond in. No, I'm just going to respond in your in Pete noises. So ask me that again.
So you're saying I should follow Lizzo?
Yes, you should follow Lizzo. Is the short answer.
It sounds like the conversations I have in my head. Should I get up today? I wouldn't peg you as a Lizzo fan. This is totally shocking to me because
I have an eclectic taste,
which I love about you. I'm not bashing you for it by any means, but you never cease to amaze me. So that's what I love about you.
Well, that's my quick recommendation. Go listen to Lizzo. She's got good stuff. I'm a big fan. But no dilly-dallying tonight, Pete. I am going to a 11:20 show tonight to see Jurassic World.
Woo! You ain't messing around. From
I don't
Lizzo
mess.
To Chris Pratt. This man is out of control. I feel like this is a movie to see in the theater. If there's any movie to bring the audience back to the theater, this is it.
It is it. And the thing is, though, like, of course, right before, like 2 days ago, I'm, on the can reading a review of it, and it's like, what a pile of dog shit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, really?
I mean, I'll always be the judge of that, but come on.
I want you just to text me a 1-word review.
I will, and it'll be feces. No, it'll be grumpy. I felt the film was grumpy.
Chris Pratt did a grumpy on Jurassic World.
Chris Pratt did a grumpy in my bed after Jurassic World finished shooting. All right, anyway, that's over. We're not going into the Johnny Depp thing again.
I feel like everyone's beaten it to death at this point.
Yeah, we don't beat things to death here on Rico and the Man, do we?
No, definitely not. You should just play all the drops now.
Yeah, exactly. Just in succession,
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
You son of a bitch.
That's not one of our drops. Where'd that get in here?
Sounded like someone just walked into your studio.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Arnold, what's going on?
Son of a bitch.
But speaking of Jurassic Park, my fucking every day is a new adventure where I live. We've got the snakes. We've got the coyotes.
Yep, the coyotes, the famous coyotes.
Hey, what's up, podcast boy? See you moving inside the house with your podcast equipment.
What's the matter? No cup of coffee tonight?
Feeling awake, podcast boy?
In case you folks are wondering, Rob was debating about whether or not to get a coffee before we started this podcast, and he opted not to. And obviously, the coyotes have picked up on that. Now back to our regular scheduled program.
So, anyway, like I was saying, this morning, I got my cup of coffee, not to confuse the audience, but I got my cup of coffee this morning, and I always go out in the backyard and just kind of wake up, drink coffee, look at the phone, let the dogs run around, whatever. And I see something big moving around up in the trees. And I'm like, thinking it's a bird. We have an owl back there. Maybe it's the owl. And I took a video and I zoomed in, and looking right back at me was a bobcat cub.
Holy shit. That's crazy. So the cub was there and it was just one cub? Or
well, it gets multiple? More interesting.
Uh-oh.
So I'm just like, hi, how you doing? Hi, little one. It's so cute, first of all. like just adorable. And so I'm taking video, I'm taking pictures, but then my dog Obi sees it. and we're behind a fence. Like, he can't get to it, but he wants to, so he's jumping around, and he's like, jumping, like running up and down the fence, up and down the fence, up and down the fence, and then I hear this deep growl, and who does Obi come face to face with but Mama?
Oh no! Oh boy!
So he starts doing like, let me at him,
Yeah.
like it's a giant cat. It's a giant cat, like 3 times his size. It could take it, it could eat him in one,
right?
And he's like, let me at him, see? And I'm like, Obi, come here, he's like struggling. I'm picking him up, and I run inside, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a goddamn safari back there.
You don't even need to go see Jurassic World. You have it in your backyard.
Tell me about it. And it's scarier.
Yeah, because, I mean, they're adorable once you see them, and it's cool to have nature in your own backyard, but still, you got to be careful, especially when you have little animals like you do.
Well, listen, the elephant in the room, we are 4 episodes into Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That we are. Hello there.
Hello there. I'm Lobotomy Kenobi. Hello there. He bookends every sentence with hello there.
Yes, we are 4 episodes in, and I'll go to you first. What do you think so far?
I'm liking it okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Star Wars universe seems to have a real tough time hiring good child actors.
Yep.
I think it's a little slow, even though I understand why it's slow, but it should be more episodes if it's going to be that slow.
Right.
There are some leaps in logic in most episodes as far as what the bad guys are doing and what Obi-Wan is doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it is nice to see Vader back on screen in his most vicious, almost to a fault, how vicious he is.
Okay. We'll revisit that.
And so I'm not over the moon about it. I would say it's a B minus show for me so far, and it's going to take a lot for those last 2 episodes to get me really pumped for it, because right now it's playing like a low budget TV show, and the girl playing Leia is not working for me. So that's my review.
I agree about the girl playing Leia. I feel like they could have gotten a better actress for that. I feel like they're trying to make it kind of like a Grogu Mandalorian thing where, they have this tough badass with this cute little creature.
But when a puppet has more personality than...
Right. Yeah, I agree. I don't know how, I hate bashing a little kid like that, but I don't know how they picked her out of everybody, because there are talented kid actors out there.
Oh, there's dozens of them.
And the fact that she's playing such a huge role in the series and is playing such a big character, I feel like they could have searched.
Yeah, there's a responsibility for that character, and it's a big character. It's iconic. If it was just a random little girl he had to save, sure, that's fine.
Right.
But this is Princess Leia we're talking about here.
Exactly. On the other hand, I think this is some of the best acting we've ever seen from Hayden Christensen. Honestly.
Oh, wow. Shots fired.
I'm sorry I had to do it. Because I know we talked, like you and I talked about it before the series came out. Like when we heard we're coming back, when he's coming back, we're like, oh, that's cool. But how, if he's going to be in the costume, how much are they actually going to show him? And
right. What acting is he going to do?
Showing much of him, But I did like I think my favorite episode so far was the 3rd episode when him and Obi-Wan finally meet. And I like the whole, Obi-Wan actually fearing him and sensing him, and is kind of was haunted by him all these years, and now he's facing him again. I like that build up.
It was well done, too.
It was well done.
It was
really
simple.
Well done.
It was almost horror movie-esque.
Right.
Which Vader should be.
I agree. Now, you said that almost to a fault they make Vader this monster. What did you mean by that?
In the same token as in Revenge of the Sith, when he comes into the room with all the little kids and then ignites his lightsaber, and we're supposed to assume, okay, in about 10 minutes, Anakin Skywalker went from being kind of like this punk stooge who kind of cared about shit to murdering children.
Yeah.
And he has no problem now just snapping a young kid's neck. And
Right.
Sometimes that's like, it's like there's something about Darth Vader that it's like, yeah, he needs to be ruthless and he needs to be the Dark Lord of the Sith. But sometimes when you actually see him do the bad shit, you're like, whoa, Jesus, calm down, Vader.
Well, I feel like this series, it's more forgiven because he is a villain at this point. He is a full-fledged villain. He's turned to the dark side. So, and the fact that we haven't seen Darth Vader really do badass stuff in the original trilogy, I kind of like that we're seeing this other side of him in this series and Rogue One, and I think it's cool to say personally.
Yeah, and I had said in a previous episode, I would have loved to have seen a whole series just about Vader at his most badass, you know, and just seeing him do all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's just I'm still just getting used to that darkest turn of the killing kids in Vader.
Yeah, I mean, in the prequels, I wish there was a little bit more of a build-up to his villainy. You're right about that. But at this point, he's Darth Vader. He's feared, and he's a full-fledged villain at this point. So I like seeing this sinister side of him. But I'm surprised how quickly Obi-Wan recovered after basically being roasted alive. Like, I thought there was going to be a little bit of time, but it's like literally then a few minutes later, he's like, all right, we got to go save Leia.
And I also like that guy's U-turn when he's like, my wife died because of the Empire. And he's like, but we have to go. Hello there. And he's like, okay, I'll help you.
Yeah. It's like no time is wasted at all.
There's a lot of little things like that. Like Reva wastes no time reading Kamal, whatever his name is, mind.
Yeah.
To figure out where Obi-Wan is. And yet the episode before, she's with Uncle Owen. And she's like, where's a Jedi? And he's like, I'm not telling you anything. And she doesn't read his mind when Obi-Wan's like literally standing behind like a wall 5 feet away.
Right. Now, do you think this whole series ruins the Star Wars canon? Like a lot of people were saying?
No,
the fact
not at
that
all.
He meets Leia before meets Luke. And
listen, I can't remember what I did last week. Think about traveling to different planets every day.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget things. But I think they'll explain it in some way that works. I mean, I don't know. When I was 10 years old, I'm sure, I was rescued by an old man and then later was like, I need this other old man to save me. Oh, wait, they're the same guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that it didn't really bother me either, but I know a lot of in the Twitterverse, people were going crazy with that. But
well, they're just taking one-liners from the original and saying, oh, this doesn't make sense anymore. Like when Vader's like, a presence I haven't felt since... It's okay, since this series.
Yeah.
It's like, it's really stupid. It's really stupid.
I know, they get nitpicky and everything. It's like...
when I left you, I was but a learner, but now I am the... It still makes sense, guys.
Yeah.
Just kind of rehashing some shit.
And I feel like this series has also proven that James Earl Jones needs to live forever, because I can't imagine anyone else voicing Darth Vader besides him.
That is the best part about the Obi-Wan series, is Darth Vader's voice. But Pete, I hate to break the news to you. He's getting paid and a credit, but it is AI doing the voice of Darth Vader. Han. That's another thing that I'm pissed off about. Where is the Imperial March theme when he's around?
Yeah, no, I'm surprised. I was kind of waiting for that too. They haven't used that at all.
I hope it shows up, because that's such a missed opportunity. Even though he didn't have that theme till Empire Strikes Back, the fucking prequels, that theme was showing up every 2 seconds.
That's iconic, that theme. All right, so wait, going back to it, he's not voicing him at all?
No, I just read it. They did the same thing they did with Mark Hamill. They just analyzed his old voice, and now they can make him say whatever he wants.
Oh, are you serious?
Sorry, Pete. Sorry.
You couldn't do any of the lines?
What does it matter? It sounds good.
It does sound good.
I mean,
Well,
if I was 91 years old and someone was like, "Here's a check, James. What is it for?" Just something. Thank you. You know, I mean,
it could either be for Darth Vader or Mufasa. Pick
right? It's a Disney property.
Yeah, I actually encountered him. I don't want to say met him, but I encountered him on a show that I worked on, and he was the kindest man, and the talent producer that was working with him said that he was the nicest guy as well. So in case you're wondering out there, James Earl Jones is not an asshole.
This is CNN.
Unlike Kanye West. What's the theme that John Williams wrote for this?
The main theme.
Oh, it is?
I don't know it well yet, but that is the theme. When the title comes up, that the theme
That's
plays.
him. Okay.
Yeah. I watched a video of him at Star Wars Celebration doing it live.
Oh, that's cool.
At 1,000,000 years old. And how come I don't know about these It was in Anaheim. Why I would have gone to something like that.
Well, get on it.
And then my wife would be like, "I don't think so, COVID Joe."
Oh, you tell her to relax.
Womp, womp.
Yeah, go there. You can report live.
Yeah, I'll be there in like a C-3PO mask, like, "Hey,
Out of all characters, C3PO.
Yeah, that's the one I pick.
Supposedly, those are big celebrations, though, and they get actual celebrities to be there too.
Oh yeah, everyone was there.
It's not just like the third Ewok in Return of the Jedi. You know,
watch it there, shorty. I was the third Ewok in Return of the Jedi.
What is that? The third Ewok.
I was the gray and white one.
I was the one that died after that explosion.
And the other one crawled over. The saddest moment in Star Wars history. That really is an overlooked sad moment during that whole battle.
That stuck with me as a kid.
Oh yeah, when the Empire's getting the upper hand and things aren't going well.
I always wait. Not that I enjoyed that part, but I was always waiting for that part to come on
so you could cry.
Yeah. I like to be saddened. It fuels me.
That part, and then when Harrison Ford runs 10 feet from the thing before it explodes, and then we cut to a wide shot and like 50 miles.
Yeah, no.
And then it cuts to his reaction, and he's like, "Yeah," like, and he's right there. Like the whole fucking planet went up.
He's like 10 feet away. He's like behind a bush, and he's saved somehow.
Yeah. But that's what we love, man. That's the movies, and that's the shit that all these people online pick apart. I'm not picking apart all that shit about Obi-Wan. I'm picking apart the big things, the character things, the stuff that just is like, I don't agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it a solid B.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, any Star Wars is good Star Wars. I'm going to watch it and going to enjoy it, except Rise of Skywalker, and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
So I've been watching this new Mike Myers show on Netflix, The Pentaverate.
Mm-hmm.
I was a big Mike Myers fan. SNL Mike Myers, Wayne's World Mike Myers, even the first Austin Powers I really liked. It came out at the right time.
Yeah, definitely.
Saw all three of them in the theater. I enjoyed that ride. And then he kind of fell off into obscurity, made some worse movies.
The Love Guru.
Looking at you, Love Guru. But now he's back with this show with Netflix, and it looks like they gave him a fucking boatload of money to do it. He plays almost everybody on the show.
Really?
And it's weird because Mike Myers, to me, and it makes sense because he grew up on British humor, but his humor is extremely British in the sense that it's not always funny and the jokes don't always land. However, when it is funny, they're the funniest fucking jokes ever. If that makes sense.
Right.
Like the Monty Python of it all. Basically, with Monty Python, it's like 2 sketches could go by and you're just like, that's just fucking weird, Well, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the third sketch will knock your socks off and you'll have tears coming out of your eyes.
Yeah.
And Mike Myers has always kind of been that way. A lot of corny jokes, a lot of play on word jokes, double entendres and all that. But But this show, it's more balanced in the jokes that don't land.
Okay.
And I think it's a big distraction that he's everybody, basically. Because it's just a way for Mike Myers to have a boatload of money and just talk to himself. I'm like, is he that much of a pain in the ass that that no one wants to act opposite him?
I know. Well, what's the premise of the show?
Basically, the premise of the show is, and it has a lot of interesting cameos and things in it. But the premise of the show is there's a secret society that controls everything, but the only thing different is that they're nice people. Like they're always trying to help the world.
Mm-hmm.
And he meets a bunch of, and he plays a Canadian news reporter who is sneaking in to do a story about it. And the guy who drives him all the way from Canada to New York City is himself playing another character, and everybody in the secret society is played by him as well.
Do you think he thinks that that's what the audience wants to see him, or do you think that he's just such a control freak?
I think he's a control freak, and I think it also comes from insecurity. You know?
Yeah.
I think he writes words on the page and really wants them to be exactly that. You know,
Right,
it sounded
right.
like he was a pain in the ass on Wayne's World. You know, apparently Dana Carvey, the day before Wayne's World, quit because he was like, there's nothing for Garth to do in this movie. It's all about Wayne. And then they
Right.
rewrote it.
Yeah, I've
so
heard
he
those
sounds,
stories.
yeah, he sounds like an interesting guy to try and work with. So it's, I don't know, maybe he just likes doing all that, and the less people, the better. I don't know, but
You would
it's
think that
short
since
enough
he's-
that you can watch it, if that makes sense.
Okay, so were they like half-hour episodes?
Yeah, if that.
Way too long for me. You would think though that since he's older, that he would, get kind of past that douchiness stage. But
And listen, who knows? Who knows? You know, maybe it's just something he likes doing, and maybe it was fine.
true, I loved him too, and I was in that whole. I mean, we all were that Austin Powers phase where
Yep.
we're like, "This is the best thing ever."
And now it would be totally canceled.
Yeah, exactly. There was talks that he wanted to do a fourth one of that too.
Yeah, he's been saying that for a long time. I just don't know if anybody else wants to do a fourth one of that.
Yeah.
Do I still make you horny? I'm 72, baby.
I think that's one of those flash in the pan franchises.
Well, that's the thing. I think it was for its time exactly.
right.
And
Like the Ace Ventura movies.
yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying that they're still not enjoyable and funny to watch, but
they're dated.
if they came out today, I don't think they would garner the same positive response that they've got at the time.
There was still a place for goofy movies in the theater. Now that's all gone to streaming.
No, but just for example, like I remember when Ace Ventura, the first one, came out. I mean, I was in junior high at that time, or just entering junior high. And everyone in my grade was like obsessed with that movie. It was like the shit.
Yeah.
And I just don't feel like, especially comedies, that they have that same kind of reaction with teenagers nowadays. You know?
Yeah. It's a weird time because the phone is so much more powerful. We did not have the phone.
That fucking cell phone.
If we weren't home, we didn't have the phone.
But now we are home, and all we do is phone. There was some positive news in the entertainment world today.
Go on.
We got our first glimpse at Indiana Jones 5.
Yes, we
with the special
did.
picture that James Mangold teased us with.
He's
such
quite
a tease. But it's a great picture.
It is a great picture. There's something about it that feels very classy, classic indie.
Spielberg himself said that he's one of the few characters that you could just show a silhouette or a shadow of, and you instantly know who it is.
Mm-hmm. And it's true. Him and Darth Vader, and that's it.
But just the lighting in it was so great, and it was frustrating, and I was happy at the same time because I wanted more. And we have to wait a whole another year.
Well,
for
that's
that
what the
movie to
world
come
has
out.
done to us. We just keep wanting more and more and more. However, when that came out, I was like, oh shit, well maybe because Thor Love and Thunder's trailer came out, the first one, the teaser came out the same day the poster came out, and I was like, well maybe there's a trailer, but they probably won't give that to us till like Christmas.
Yeah, I would say end of year at best. But we complain. We could complain and talk about how we think it's a bad idea, but as soon as you see like a little glimpse of the movie, we're like giddy schoolgirls.
Just like your father. Kitty is the schoolboy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised they're not releasing it in May though, because weren't all the other ones released in May?
Yeah, I think they were, just like the Star Wars movies, right?
They have to have us wait an extra month.
Fuckers.
Fuck you, man, Gold.
Now, I'm excited. Listen, this is all we get, Pete. This is what we get. We're getting a fifth
Hell.
Indiana Jones movie with Harrison Ford playing Indiana Jones. It's as good as it's going to get. I give Mangold all the confidence in the world, and I look forward to it.
This is it, man.
This is
This
it.
is it. One last adventure.
This is it. Please tell me so.
You think they'll say that in the trailer at some point? One last adventure.
You think it's finally going to go into the indie theme, the Raiders march, and then it's, this is it.
Yeah.
Please tell me. And he's like jumping off tanks and shit. Or he's like slowly stepping off tanks and shit because he's a million years old.
Hey, well, they're going in a new direction without having Spielberg there, so they
I
may
know.
go in a different direction with the musical cues.
Listen, I trust Spielberg with anything. Was I a huge fan of West Side Story? No, but that's not his fault entirely. And I trust him with every decision he's made in movies. I mean, he's got quite a track record. So if he thinks this is the right move for Indiana Jones, let's wait and see.
I agree. I've come to terms with it, I think, at this point.
It's hard terms to come to.
The movie has been delayed so many times. We don't care who directs it.
Yeah,
Frederick Slack could direct it at this point, and we'll be like, finally, something. That's him after seeing a stunt shot.
How do you want me to say this, Frederick? Marcus Brody was my friend.
Wow, bingo.
But we also got a couple of trailers out today as well. One that I was actually pretty excited to see.
Which one?
Once I heard the music kick in. Willow, the new series that's coming on Disney Plus. I was actually a fan of the movie.
I was
remember
too.
watching it as a kid on HBO.
You are great.
Willow with his Johnny Depp hair right now.
Yeah, well, Willow's older.
He is older,
Why
but
is
I
it?
love Warwick Davis, and I love the original movie. We were too young when the movie came out in theaters, I think, to realize that it wasn't a hit. we weren't in the Hollywood then, where we know what the box office numbers are.
Right,
stuff.
we were like, Willow's number one.
Yeah.
We were like outside the theater with the cameras, and
Yeah.
we're the only two there. Willow's number one.
We didn't know that it was a box office bomb, but we only knew it from it playing on HBO, and we loved it.
Lucas, Ron Howard, Val Kilmer.
I was going to say, do you think he's going to be in it at all?
No, I
Make
don't
a
think
cameo?
so.
No?
Well, I mean, he's got that whole throat thing, and I feel terrible for him because he's just
but he's in Top Gun 2.
And apparently they worked that into the story for Top Gun 2. He's like not going to talk.
Well, his wife's in it.
Huh?
His wife.
Ooh.
The one he ends up with in the movie. And he actually married her in real life.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know
But they
that.
divorced. Did you see the Val documentary?
I did.
Yeah, she's in it.
I didn't know
was
she's
her.
in the new one.
Yeah, you didn't see her in the trailer? They show her in the trailer.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't
Get
seen
off
the
my
trailer?
case. No, I've seen the trailer. I don't remember that. Stop yelling.
Maybe you're not a Willow fan as I thought you were.
We're talking about Top Gun.
No, we're talking about Willow now.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew all that. I thought you were saying the first
my
Top Gun.
God.
He met his wife, and I'm like, I don't really remember that.
No, Willow.
Okay, yes, I did see all that in the Val documentary when he's like,
Jesus, what is this?
my wife.
Stop. I feel like this is an Abbott and Costello routine.
Who's on first? That's terrible. Come on, Rob.
So fucked up.
But you're laughing.
Evil Rob came out to play.
Yep. Evil Rob is here. I wear a lot of bracelets.
So have you seen Stranger Things 4?
I haven't seen Stranger Things since halfway through season 2.
Oh, that's right. So you haven't even seen 3 yet. Oh, man.
And I don't know if I will. So are you watching the new season?
I am. I'm pretty much almost done. Halfway through. The last episode is like an hour and a half. It's like a movie-size episode. So we had to kind of stop it in the middle of it. And we haven't gotten a chance to watch the second half. But I will say, without spoiling anything, I feel like this is one of the freakiest seasons of Stranger Things. And just with the whole, I feel like it's more extreme than the other seasons. And I love this new monster that's in it. And it's really kind of fucked up the way he kills the victims in this.
Oh.
Yeah, so I know you haven't seen 3 yet, and you probably are going to have to see it before you watch this season. But
yeah.
I'm digging this new villain in this season, and I have to give a shout out to the girl that plays Maxine, Sadie Sink.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the season revolves around her, and she's a really good actress. Like, she carries it very well, and I think she's kind of the standout, even better than Millie Bobby Brown over there.
Millie Bobby Brown, she needs to be knocked down a peg or two. I don't get the obsession with Millie Bobby Brown.
Not that she's a bad actress, but,
she's just got too much press.
She's got too much press, and I know she's going to, it's going to be because of her personal life and who she's dating and the fact that she's becoming a supermodel pretty much. She's going to be like another Megan Fox, I feel like. But
Millie Brown.
But it's not one of those shows that I can watch over and over again. Like, once I see a season, I'm good.
It's a one watcher.
It's a one watcher for sure.
Yeah, season 2 for me was a no watcher.
Yeah, season 2 was the weakest, I think, out of all of them.
So if I can muscle through season 2, it gets better into season 3 and 4, is what you're saying.
I like season 3. Yeah, season 3 was good. And you are going to need to watch that to understand season 4.
Copy that.
And I think actually out of all the storylines, because you know how they like branch out into like different, they're kind of all over the place, the kids. The least interesting one is Millie Bobby Brown's storyline, I feel like. It's just very repetitive, and I feel like it's slow.
Well, do we know what her whole backstory is now? We know where she came from and all that shit?
Kind of, sort of.
Or is she still goth driving around in a van?
No. That was like a one-episode thing. Yeah, they give like little cookie crumbs of her background, and it's just kind of like, get to the point already.
Just do it!
Just do your powers!
Flip the van!
Eat your egos! I turn into Macho Man Randy Savage when I'm watching. Listen to your brother! You better get those powers back!
Hey, it just so happens next week we're going to have Randy Savage call into the show.
Really? He's back from the dead?
Yes, he is. We're going to be talking to Randy Savage from heaven.
All right. Well,
so work on that impression.
Are you sure he's in heaven? My throat is going to be killing me.
Hey, it's the same as Peter Marino. It's pretty much the exact same thing.
Hey!
We should have Randy Savage meets Peter Marino.
What I was just thinking. I should think that. Oh my god, my voice, I'm gonna lose my voice.
It's just gonna be us screaming at each other, and you're gonna be like intimidating Peter Marino, and he's gonna be like,
yeah,
I love
not picking up on the threat.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, that's so funny. But yeah, Stranger Things, cool villain. And
well, can you say anything about what makes the villain cool and how he kills people? Or
he's like the first villain in Stranger Things that I'm actually afraid of. Like, there's a lot of like kind of what the fuck moments. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wow, and now I might have to get back on the Stranger Things bandwagon.
Yeah, I would, especially if this probably isn't going to be the last season, but eventually it's going to have to come to an end.
Got to get on that Stranger Things bandwagon. What?
Bangwagon.
The bandwagon. I mean the bangwagon
with Machine Gully.
That's what I called my my minivan in college. Remember, I called it the bangwagon.
The bangwagon? You weren't banging in that in college.
I also didn't have a minivan. That does sound like a college character, right? He has it spray painted on the side of the bangwagon. Like when movies could be like that, like 80s teen comedy type stuff, you know? Now like he'd be in trouble for just even writing that character.
I know. That's funny.
That's going to be the name of this episode.
If I do have one critique about this season of Stranger Things, I feel like a lot of the jokes don't land in this season for some reason. And I don't know why.
That's a tricky... Well, if they did it before, it's weird that they're not landing now.
And it's the same, like, writers doing, it's the Duffer Brothers doing it. But I don't know if it's because the kids are older now or what, but...
Well, that's the thing. They're in that lurchy, weird stage now where they're not cute anymore.
Yeah.
They're all, like, lanky and look weird.
The last episode is already on Netflix, and then the new season of the new half of this season starts in July.
You heard it here first, folks.
Did you?
Not at all.
Breaking news.
We got our finger on the pulse here at Rico and the Man. And
that's all I have to say.
It just happens to be a pulse of a dead man.
Yeah. The pulse of Bob Saget.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa.
Why, Peter? Why? Thanks for listening to Rico and the Man. We want to hear from you. Send us an email at ricomanpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at Rico and the Man, and on Instagram at Rico and the Man Pod. Don't bother following us on Facebook, because Facebook is an awful place in the darkest corners of humanity.